Did you know Kamloops has termites? We do. We have lots of them. And when it comes to subterranean termites, those creepy crawling, disgusting little insects that could be eating your house from the inside out or the house you plan on buying, we're going to discuss the 5 different ways to protect yourself and your home from identification to eradication, starting right now. Hey everybody, it's Pereira. I am a licensed realtor of 25 years living in beautiful Kamloops, British Columbia. And when it comes to termites in Kamloops, people are often surprised, even if they've lived here many, many years, that we have termites. And we have plenty of them because we live in a desert belt. Now, we'll talk about subterranean termites, how they get into your house, how to recognize if they're trying to get in or if they're in there already, and what you can do to fix the problem. Let's get started. Okay, let's talk about the 5 different ways we can detect and identify termites, all the way to protecting your home and then eradicating and going nuclear on those little buggers. Number 1 is identification. And on the screen here, you'll see that this is a picture of a typical termite. But don't be confused because they come in a variety of colors. They can be yellowish white, they can be dark brown, they can be reddish brown. They can be all kinds of shades of brown and yellow and even white. So this is the little creature, little bug that you're looking for. But if you're thinking you're going to go down into your basement and crawl space and you're going to see them lying all over the floor, you're wrong. You will not see them at all because if they're exposed to the outside air, they will dry and shrivel up and be dead and you'll have nothing to find. Number 2 is the roots of invasion. And I know I'm being a little dramatic here about the termite army attacking your house, but keep in mind that they do need a way to get into your house and they come from the outside in. We're not going to talk about the colony right now. That'll be number 3, but you're going to look in your basement, you're going to look in your crawl space, and you're going to expect to see, Swiss cheese wood in your joists, floor joists. That's not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. You're not going to see little bugs crawling all over the ground. These are subterranean termites. If they're exposed to the outside air, they will die. So when you look at wood, in your floor joists and they look fantastic, that doesn't mean anything because you're not going to see Swiss cheese. You'll have to take an ice pick or something else that can jab at the wood to see whether or not it is quite firm, because a lot of the wood will look great on the outside and it's very, very fibrous and weak on the inside. So that's how you detect whether or not they are in your home. And the biggest telltale sign is tunnels. These mud tunnels up here that you see, they just look like mud streaks, if you will. Those are enormous tunnels for the termites to work back and forth, taking wood fiber and cellulose from your house back to their colony. Number 3 is colonies. And you might think to yourself, well, I don't have any dead wood around my foundation or around my house. A lot of people don't. And yet they have termites. How is that? Well, colonies can survive on dead wood as low as 3 meters deep into the ground, and they need moisture to stay alive. So somehow these guys go foraging, looking for more rotten wood fiber to chew on, and they find a route into your house, again with these little tunnels, and bang, you've got termites in your house. Now, if you check your foundation, and that is the outside foundation of your house, just inside your foundation, the foundation walls, and you don't see any of these trails, it doesn't mean you have termites, because they might be directly going into your house from the dirt straight into the joists. And the way to check for that is to make sure that the dirt is far lower than the concrete or the wood siding of your house. So go out there and check. Number 4 is damage. And we talked about this before. Go around, look at these nice pieces of wood and take an ice pick or maybe a sharp nail and just poke at it a little bit and see if it's quite solid. And if it is, chances are you don't have termites, but you do want to look for those mud trails because that'll be a bigger sign that you've got problems. The other thing about long-term infestation with termites is the wings. If you see a lot of discarded wings in your house in areas that you don't travel into frequently, that could be a sign that you've got a big infestation of termites, because that shows about 3 to 4 years of them being there. But they could also be winged ants, so you need a professional to check and make sure that your house is A-okay. Number 5 is control and extermination of the termite colony. And I know if you've come this far in the video, you want to go absolutely nuclear on those little buggers, and I don't blame you. But you can't do it yourself, because eradicating termite problems is really difficult, and you need the help of a licensed exterminator, and it can be very expensive. So feel free and shop around, because a lot of different companies are going to have different solutions for solving the problem, and it can be, as I said, very expensive. Now, everywhere in Kamloops is susceptible to this problem. You're not safe anywhere, and I know there are areas that are worse than others, but I don't want to share them with you because it might prevent you from checking the house, because I mentioned an area that can be worse. So please get a professional home inspection, and many of the qualified inspectors in Kamloops recognize termite tunnels and termite problems, and they can check the wood for rigidity as well. So always, regardless of termites or anything else, always retain a professional home inspector before you buy your next home. I had a great time making this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If I can help you in any real estate related matters in Kamloops, please reach out to me in the show notes below or at the end of this video for my contact information. Thank you for watching.